Booth and back to Angels baseball here on Fox Sports West along with Mark Gubiza. I'm Victor Rojas, and Joe Madden tonight will hand the ball off to Dylan Bundy, and there's no doubt that he has been one of the best starters in baseball and certainly for the Angels. And one of the differences this year for Dylan compared to years past, the fact that he's improved with 2 strikes in the count. You look at the opponent OPS last season at 520, this year at 409. The Ks per 9 is certainly up, and the whiff percentage is up almost by 10, Gooby. What has made the difference for Bundy this year?
Well, Victor, really the biggest difference for me is he's been using his secondary pitches a lot more. His fastball's been good. He's been able to command that. But you look at 3 games this season with 12 or more strikeouts. This season he had 5 total in 4 seasons with the Baltimore Orioles. Those breaking balls, especially his slider, have been outstanding. And take a look at our StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. And where those pitches have been located with the strikeouts, he's had 5 with his slider, 4 with his 4-seam fastball, upper part of the strike zone. He's been getting chases with his changeup, sinker, and curveball as well. He stayed below the strike zone. The thing that's been amazing, though, Victor, for him, he's getting a lot of swing and misses. That fastball upstairs and his slider upper part, and then below the strike zone as well.
I tell you what, this Diamondbacks team came out and surprised some guys yesterday with swinging the bats, didn't they?
Yeah, they were very aggressive early in counts, and they were not missing whether it was a breaking ball or fastball. So early in the count, you better locate early on for Dylan Bundy.
We're stepping away for a moment. When we return, one of the guys that swung the bat well last night in his return was Cole Calhoun, and we'll talk about that when we return. Five for Arizona. Josh Rojas will lead things off at DH. Josh Van Meter is the second baseman. Christian Walker at first base. Cole Calhoun at right. Eduardo Escobar at third base. David Peralta's in left. Nick Ahmed, the shortstop. Stephen Vogt behind the plate. And Dalton Varsho is batting ninth and playing center field. Bundy making his 10th start. He's 5-2 with a 2.48 ERA.
He does not waste any time to get out there on the mound. He wants to attack the hitters as quick as possible. My go-tos for Dylan Bundy to continue this fantastic run he's been on this entire season. His confidence in those finishing pitches between his slider, curveball, and split-finger changeup. Dominated with it, but it's all set up by the fastball command. It sets it up because he uses 4 quadrants with his fastball and finishes off with those secondary pitches.
Take a look at the defense quickly for the Angels. Behind Dylan Bundy, Upton, Trout, and Adele in the outfield from left to right. The infield has Rendon, Simmons, Flesher, and Walsh with Max Stassi behind the plate.
Fletch being at second base as 10 start has really stabilized the defense in the infield. 41 double plays turned at second base in his career.
Rojas takes down and away for ball 1. 196 average, 1 home run, 6 runs batted in. He's DHing today. Was a starting second baseman last night. Inside tonight, the Angels with the loss last night, 20-29. We'll have David Fletcher leading things off at second. Jared Walsh at first base, Mike Trout at center, Anthony Rendon at third base, Albert Pujols DHing. Justin Upton's in left field, Max Stassi behind the plate, Joe Adele at right, and Andrelton Simmons batting ninth and playing shortstop. They are taking on the 29-year-old left-hander native of Huntsville, Texas. Recently acquired at the trade deadline from the Miami Marlins. Caleb Smith making his second start.
Yeah, 91-95 with his fastball, slider, curveball, changeup. My go-tos to be successful against him tonight is square up his fastball. Last year gave up quite a few home runs on his 4-seam fastball and lay off that slider out of the strike zone. That's what we'll go to try to get a swing and miss, the slider out of the zone.
Smith, as I mentioned, just hasn't pitched much this year. He spent 45 days on the injured list with the COVID situation while with the Marlins, but picked up